Breath of Life. Breath of Life. Nigerian movie. Breath of Life is the best movie I've watched all year. The best. In terms of storyline, in terms of acting, camera quality, the way the story was, told, different format, the emotions. It was so good. A bittersweet movie. You know that movie I watch, you're like, wow. Wow. Nothing beats it. I don't know which other movie is going to come after this, but I have already decided. No. No movie will be able to beat Breath of Life. I mean, how many days we have till the end of the year? No. I doubt. I highly doubt it. The story was told in a way we had a narrator who, was telling the story of a certain man and how, life treated him and his faith and battle with God. Okay. And the storytelling was very calm, collected. With the tonation of the movie, you needed that kind of a voice and that kind of tonation so that the person can really follow and with their emotions and thoughts and feelings. Okay. So the person told the story very calmly, collected, and that person was Elijah. So told the story beautifully, and it was like a throwback into the present, but it made perfect sense. Only a good writer can give you something like this. Only a good writer and an amazing director. And the movie was produced by Bridget, the one who was young Timi's wife. Yeah, she produced the movie. And the very first 15 minutes of the movie, guys, the very first 15 minutes, it evoked emotions that it was crazy. It evoked emotions that only a great movie can, evoke out of you. No matter what, no matter you're like, I'm going to be a bit detached from the movie. I'm just watching it as like a viewer. No, this movie wouldn't allow you to do that at all. At all. It looks like there is this sadness, there is this pain, there is this confusion, there is this questioning God about why? Why did you do this? Like, why did you allow this happen? How can you allow this happen to your servant who has been nothing but faithful to you? Why would you break someone's heart like this? Do you get? And with, your situation might not be this, but I'm sure you've been at such a place. God, why? How come? Why me? You get that vibe? That is the exact vibe that I got from watching the first 15 minutes of this movie. Almost blew my mind. I'm going to talk about the characters so that we can make progress. But permit me to use my very cute sticky notes because of the names. I'm not very conversant with the names and then the pronunciations. So I need to use the sticky notes to, help me. Okay, so pardon me, permit me, and then let's do this. So we had young Timi. Young Timi was played by Ademola Adedoyin. Forgive me, you see, that's why I needed this. Ademola Adedoyin. And he had to, embody this person. He broke records. He went to school in London. He was a scholar. He was acknowledged by the Queen. A very privileged reverend who prayed for princesses and, highly esteemed people in society. And he was a good servant. Now he comes back to his hometown, Nigeria, and decides to, start a church, do something for God, and then, just work as he is, the man of God that he is. And he comes home from London with his family, with this English woman, Bridget. Yeah, I like their choice. This English woman, Bridget, and then they come to this town to continue their work for God. And a scene that he witnessed changed his life forever. An event, an unfortunate one at that. I don't know if this is being at the place at the wrong time. But it's a park. He takes his child out to, have fun, like make the girl happy. And then this group of people come and then As if you are watching it's not an Indian movie or an American movie where they shoot one person, all of them just like shoot one person, so you are down. And he thought that, oh, I saw these people. Why not, um, tell the court that I saw him? And I think he should have taken a cue from the people when he decided to, say that I'll be the one to identify him in court. Their reaction was so loud. So I was expecting him to at least find out why everybody was, shying away from being the ones to point a finger at him, because no one was willing to do that. But he felt like, oh, he saw it. He had a purpose, like this is his town now. So he had to, protect everybody. So he decided to, and that identification in the courtroom, and the court deciding that this guy, there's not enough evidence against this guy, totally changed his life. This man was subjected to watching his wife and child. He watched them being set ablaze. Like, he thought that, okay, with the outcome of the court, I need to send you away because there could be danger ahead. So let me just send you away so that, you can be protected. And he sends the wife and child away. He's arrested as he expected that. But then he sees that the car that his wife sat in to travel on had been brought back with the wife and kid inside. But they didn't even let them get down to go and hug daddy or go and hug husband. Just poured fuel on this car and they set this car ablaze. How can you subject someone to this level of pain, this much pain? He could not do anything. He could not do anything. And you could see the emotions on his face, as though it was like really real. The pain, you could feel it. You are not in the movie, but you could feel it. Look at the way the wife was looking at him. Like, I really like the emotions on their faces. I really liked it. It made you like really enjoy this movie. Now he was subjected to that kind of pain. Nothing, he was just lying there. For 9 good days, he didn't go anywhere. And I like that they showed us another part of him. Of that when I get angry, I can also be an animal. He went to the house and then kills this guy, burns the house. I was like, thank you. You're a man of God, but you have feelings, you have emotions, Charlie. You cannot, no. He can't let it slide. And he ended, the problem of the village. He ended the guy. And I was like, yeah. Now this, causes him to detach from the world. He attempted suicide for many, many, many years. 40 years later, he transitions into this old man who was played by, let me bring my card up. Old Timi, I'll call him Old Timi, Wale Ojo. And he also played this role so well. An angry man full of rage, angry at God, has unanswered questions, and he was not willing to, get back into the world. In fact, he closed down the church, and it was understandable. You cannot fault him for closing down the church. No. He's human. And if God does not strengthen you out of certain situations, you would shut him out. You would just shut him out. And that is exactly what happened to him. For 40 good years, he attempted suicide. None worked. None. Isn't this amazing? You would mean that God is really there. He's just watching this guy. And he just shut everyone out. No one should come to me. And I like him. I like how then this young man, Elijah, played by Chimezi Imo, comes into the picture. Now, this is a young man who was supposed to, in a way, bring back old Timi to God. It wasn't the direct purpose. His purpose was to revive the church that old Timi had shut down. But then he came in and then brought this man back some way, somehow, to God. And I like this guy's acting too. I mean, he acted as though he has asthma. But he did it so well. He did it so well. His act, he had this innocent look. He was always nervous. Whenever he was nervous, this asthmatic attack would come, which we later found out that was not asthma cry. It was nothing like far from far. He played his role so well. When he came, he had this sense of humor. There were pockets of humor in this very serious, faith-based, God, why kind of a movie. There were just pockets of humor here and there. I mean, when old Timi and then Anna, who I'll come to shortly, were, mimicking him when he was on the hospital bed. Old Timi was like, the first day he spoke and he went, like, thing, no. He felt like a guy was going to die. I was like, I don't come and die in my house. And the young lady too was like, the first day we met, so he kept doing that. So I had to talk all the time. So Elijah really nailed his role. Nailed it 100%. Now, Anna is this young girl who's from a rich family but loved volunteerism. I mean, you normally, if you've been through a situation, that's when you want to also help other people. But this girl lacked nothing. But then there's this human side to her that she just wanted to, volunteer. So like she needed to, but she wanted to. Okay, this very pretty young lady, lovely, also helped. Her role was to help Elijah revive the church and then like live his purpose as a man of God. And she did that so well. She did it like so well. Was played by Genevieve. I'm sorry if I murdered the name, but yeah, I think she also nailed her role very well. So yeah, Bridget. She was the producer of the movie. Her name is Eku Edewo. Yeah, Eku Edewo. She produced the movie. Amazing production. Amazing production. Now I like her role because she played this British lady very well. The way she dressed, her mannerism, the scarf, the way she spoke. She had this British accent, okay, to show that okay, this man went in and married what an English woman and brought her. So I also like her role. She acted it so well, an like emotional woman begging her husband not to, be the sacrificial lamb, but then but then so she also like really, really, really nailed her role. Let me see if there's some cards I've left out. Baby Fire, the guy with the thing on his face. I really like the makeup. They made him very scary. It made him like this, like a very scary person. It was a good touch they added so that it will show like he's fearful, he's crazy. I mean, he's done things that I even bent his face, and then he's still doing crazy stuff. His name is Chidozie Sambasa. Let me just leave the middle one because it's a mouthful. He also played his role very well, like this crazy guy who has a group of gang terrorizing the community. He played his role very, very well. When it started and then he was, like screaming and hitting the motorbike, I was like, hey, who is this scary person? But then, nailing your role. In fact, every element in this movie was relevant to the story. I don't know what was irrelevant to the story. The cause, the people who had massed up there when they came to collapse the building, the people who had come there, it was like the community, they were like backing this young man. Every element in this movie was relevant to the storyline. That's what makes a movie great though. There are no useless scenes. And look at when old Timi was teaching Elijah how to drive. Ha! Is this one African parent though? Hey, I don't know how bonza. They'll just be hitting you. So the good thing is that we young people nowadays, we've decided to go to the driving school. No, my father shouldn't come and teach me how to drive. My mom shouldn't teach me how to drive. Because African parents, when they are teaching you how to do something, I then realize you have headache. And that's exactly what we saw with old Timi trying to teach Elijah how to drive. But it was a beautiful thing. They had that one-on-one personal relationship. Okay, so it was beautiful. You saw friendship in this movie. You saw love in this movie. You saw faith in this movie. You saw like a wide range of things. Okay, I mean Elijah being able to penetrate this man, getting him, making him watch his old family videos and not being angry at God, but rather appreciating the time that he had with his family. Hey, story no sure you. The writer wrote the story, like the writer wrote the story. Hey, hey, I'm on Niger. I'll relocate to Nigeria. No, I'm kidding. You see, the movie Elijah and Old Timi are not related. No blood relation. Creativity would make you, it will bring someone who has no biological relations with this person to come and inherit the person's property 100%. In fact, you even get the person's lungs. Like, if you were family, okay, it would make sense. But they make the story, what they're saying in a way that a stranger comes into Old Timi's life, inherits his lands, and inherits his property. That was interesting. It was intriguing. It was nice. It was nice, like very nice. a total stranger comes and then inherits this thing. And God chose him because he knew that like this guy is not greedy, he's not after money. He just loves me sincerely and wants to, continue this work that Elijah left young Timi, old Timi or young Timi together, left 40 years ago. He comes and inherits all this property. And old Timi's lawyer, I mean, see him play that role, he was a supporting cast, and then they made these young people like the main cast. It was also nice. Played his role very well. I mean, how do you even go around telling people that I need your lung for my son? So when old Timi decided to give his lung to this young man, he found that, oh, okay, so the many suicidal failures, was just so I would be alive today to give my lungs to this young man whom I have no blood relations with. Hey, if you don't know how to write scripts, you will not be able to give us this quality. No, you won't be able to. It was just beautiful. The lessons are so glaring. This is not a movie that you watch and then after that you've forgotten the lesson. No, the lesson is following you as you're going, like it's chasing you. You barb. Yeah, I think I would intro because I think as I said, the best movie story writing. I normally rate my movies out of 5. But this I'm going to give it like a 10 out of 5. I don't know how that fraction is going to work, but yeah, 10 out of 5. The acting, top notch. The setting, you see the car they used, the old setting was, I think it was in the 60s. The setting was just nice. The way Elijah dressed, by the way, how's boy tie in the trousers, he wanted to, he had this like I'm a pastor look, okay. So guys, not knowing the microphone I was using to record the video, the one in my shirt, apparently it went off as I tried to wrap up, and I only found out on the editing bench. And so sorry for this. Let's see if I can read my lips to tell you what I was saying. Flawlessly executed. So let me know what scene touched you the most, what you loved the most about the movie. Leave that in the comment section. And do you want to like this video, subscribe, be part of my family, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Bevlin. Until then, take care.